Hey everyone! Welcome back to Wander Talks, the podcast where we explore beautiful cultures from around the world, one story at a time. I'm Alex.
And I'm Sarah, your co-host from the island of Sumba in East Nusa Tenggara, Indonesia. It's so good to have you with us for episode 2.
Last week, we gave you a general introduction to Sumba, its landscapes, the Paula festival, and traditional beliefs. But today, we're diving deeper into daily life, tradition, and the art of ikat weaving, which is a huge part of Sumbanese culture.
Yes. And I'll share more personal stories about what life is really like in a Sumbanese village, especially as a woman who grew up here. Let's start with one of the most beautiful parts of our culture, ikat. It's a traditional fabric we weave by hand, and each pattern tells a story.
I've seen some of them when I visited Sumba last year, the colors, the patterns. They were stunning. And you said it can take months to finish one piece?
Yes, especially the ceremonial ones. We use natural dyes made from leaves, roots, and even mud. The process is slow, but very spiritual. It's something passed down from mother to daughter.
It's more than just fabric, it's storytelling.
Exactly. For example, one of our motifs might symbolize the crocodile, which is a sacred animal in many parts of Sumba.
Incredible. Do young women still learn to weave?
Yes, though not as many as before. Some now go to school or move to the city. But in the villages, weaving is still alive. And it's how many women support their families.
So Sarah, what does a typical day look like for you or the women in your village?
We wake up early, usually around 4:30 or 5 a.m. The first thing we do is sweep the yard, then fetch water from the well. After that, we prepare food, rice, cassava, maybe vegetables from the garden.
Sounds very connected to nature and the land.
Yes, very much. Most families here don't have running water or gas stoves. We cook with firewood. Children help with chores before walking to school, some walk for kilometers.
Wow. And in the afternoon?
The afternoons are for weaving, gardening, or collecting firewood. And in the evening, families gather to eat together, usually sitting on mats, not at tables.
That's a big contrast from city life.
It is. But it's peaceful. Life here may be simple, but it's rich in community.
Let's talk about traditions. What are some that are still practiced today?
One is marapu, our traditional belief system. Many Sumbanese still follow marapu rituals even if they are also Christian. We believe in the spirits of our ancestors, and we hold ceremonies for blessings, harvest, and life milestones.
Is that why there are tall stone graves in villages?
Yes. Those are megalithic tombs. They are built to honor the dead. We also sacrifice animals like pigs or buffalo during important events.
And the houses with tall roofs?
They're called umabakulu, traditional houses. The high roofs are symbolic, connecting heaven and earth. Each house has 3 levels, one for storage, one for living, and one for spiritual rituals.
Sumba is starting to appear more on travel blogs and tourism websites. What do you think about that, Sarah?
It's good, but also challenging. Tourism brings income, but it can also threaten our environment and traditions if not managed properly.
That's true for many indigenous places around the world.
That's why we promote community-based tourism. Visitors stay in local homes, eat local food, and learn about our way of life, instead of just taking pictures.
That sounds like meaningful travel.
Exactly. We want people to leave with understanding, not just souvenirs.
Before we wrap up, we've got a listener question. This one's from Jamie in the UK. What's one thing a visitor should never do when visiting a Sumba village?
Great question. One thing is, never enter a traditional house without permission. It's considered sacred space. Also, always ask before taking photos, especially of ceremonies or graves.
Respect and awareness always important.
Yes. And bring an open heart. Sumba will welcome you warmly.
That's all for today's episode of Wander Talks. Thank you, Sarah, for sharing so many beautiful parts of your culture.
Thank you, Alex. And to our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends.
Next week, we'll talk about Sumba's cuisine, from corn porridge to banana flour soup.
Yummy! Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.
Don't forget to subscribe, and if you've ever been to Sumba or want to go, drop us a comment or DM on Instagram at wandertalks.podcast. Thanks for listening and keep wandering.